Check. Okay, welcome back, Lightning fans. Thanks for joining us again. We're getting things ready to start the second game of the day. Our second game is going to feature the Lacrosse Lightning. You see them taking the field in their maroon jerseys against the Pulaski Red Raiders in their white jerseys. We are in Prairie du Sac, Wisconsin, at Sauk Prairie High School. So we want to thank Sauk Prairie for inviting the teams together for this triangular. They do a great job. Got a nice field, good facilities. Have hosted everything really well for us. So thankful that Sauk invited us down for today's game. Got kind of the pre-game message here from the referees and all the participants shaking hands. The Pulaski Red Raiders coming into this game, certainly their year has been a bit of a struggle for them. They are sitting at 0-13 on the year. Do have a young team, trying to get their footing yet, but a lot of good folks on the Pulaski squad, so always happy to meet up with them. So that's Zach Adams, number 45, is going to get the first face-off win, and he puts it away, right off the bat. A face-off win, came right downhill, right down the barrel, and puts home a bouncer to the top post. So, wow, talk about a quick start for the Lightning. They're off and running. Quick start, quick face-off win. That time Zach Adams won that one cleanly by himself. And here he goes again. He's facing off against number 20 for Pulaski. That's Hill, Corbin Hill. And this time Pulaski putting up better resistance than the first time. Ball is still loose. Sehay showing off some of his soccer skills. Kicks that ball forward where only he can get to it. So a nice ground ball by Charlie Sehay for number 12. In goal for the Pulaski Red Raiders, that's Schrader. And in goal for the Lightning is Brant Hunt. So Lightning in the maroon, they're on the offensive end. They'll take a shot. That's Hendrickson's shot is deflected there by number 17. That's Fiera. Up top to Gerke, number 30. Lightning working it around. Lightning played earlier today. They took on the Sauk Prairie Eagles in the first game of the day. They beat the Eagles, I believe, 13-3. There is some question of what that score was. There's a shot and a score by McCain. Sean McCain wrapping around, takes the feed from VM on this near side, and McCain with a big overhand shot puts it home.
Number 15, Sean McCain.
McCain came across that corner cleanly. Nobody gets a body on him. Catches cleanly, rotates, and dumped it right in over the top. We got Zach Adams, gets the face-off win, 45. Comes away cleanly. Tries another bouncer like he did the first play of the game. That one bounces high and wide. Now Zach being waved off by the coaching staff. Lightning will hold. Sam Brown, number 5, will hold the ball until looks like. There's a shot from way outside by Sam Brown. Sam Brown, it looked like he was going to wait for WIAA to come on, but Sam Brown saw an opening. I think Pulaski may have relaxed a little bit. thinking that he was going to wait for WIAA as well. And Brown winds up and shoots one and finds the net. So congratulations, Sam Brown, on that goal. And we've got a timeout called. I believe this is a call by Pulaski. Again, we saw the Lightning get off to that quick start against the Sauk Prairie Eagles. They had to take an early timeout to kind of get their footing under themselves, and now Pulaski and Coach Rich Thompson's squad has to do the same thing. You see all of our great sponsors on the screen. Take a look at all these businesses. They do some wonderful work supporting athletics in the community, and they do some wonderful work in the industries that they serve. So if you or your business are in need of any services that these businesses can help you with, I hope you consider them. Yep.
Love our Lacrosse Lightning fans. They travel well. Yeah, there's a good shot. All right.
Yeah, we want to thank our fans for sure. That was Ben Jarman. Ben is up here helping with the broadcast today, along with Brad Hunt. Thank you two guys for being up here. There's Zach Adams face-off win and shot again. Last regular season game of the year for the Lightning. There's Gerke up top. Yeah, last regular season game of the year for the Lightning. They will be going into the playoffs. Here's a cutting Hendrickson. Gets it once, gets it back. Schrader saves. Nice play by Schrader there. Oh, big takeaway by VM, and he puts it away. Good play by VM. Just hanging around the ball. Put a body check on and knocked it loose. Scoops it up quickly and puts it home. So quick strike again by the Lightning. They have not wasted much time here in this. And we haven't even elapsed the first 3 minutes of this game yet. So quickly, the Lightning out to a 4-0 lead. Zach Adams will face off again against number 20. That's Hill. Here comes Jarman. He's going for that loose ball. Looked like he might have got a little push in the back, but nothing called. So Pulaski, the Red Raiders, will set up their offense. Not getting much chance to set up, though. Certainly getting hounded right away by the Lightning defense as they extend out quite a ways. Left a lot of open space behind them. Thankfully, Pulaski didn't take advantage of that. Lightning got caught chasing a little bit there. And there's a nice play by Ellis to scoop that one up. Ellis playing his usual standout defense. There's a shot attempt. That one's blocked by Schrader. Good hustle by Sean McCain to get back there and in position and kind of bodied the Pulaski player from getting to that ball quicker than he could. Keeps possession for the Lightning. Okay, we looked for a cutting McCain. Not there. And that will go over to the Pulaski Red Raiders. Okay, kind of limping off the field a little bit. I know he's dealing with a bit of a tight hamstring. So this is 17. This is Fiera. We'll start the action for Pulaski. He gets it up to Huss. Huss trying to get around Hendrickson. Huss passes it up, finds number 35. That's Hornick. Hornick tries a pass to the center. Big body check, though, by Luke Adams. Clean play. And the turnover gets it back to the Lightning. VM's going to walk this one down. Nope, he's going to take a shot there. Schrader save. A lot of traffic there for number 24. That's Everett Just for Pulaski. Working through things. And he gets it to Huddle. Huddle tries to get it over to Sam Huddle. Huddle tried to get it to Huddle. We got two brothers, I presume, out there. But the pass off the mark. And instead, Luke Adams will start the action and getting it back to his goalie, Hunt. Hunt gets it to Gerke. Gerke cutting. But instead, it's up to WIAA up top. WIAA will walk it back to the near top side. Ricky Thompson for Pulaski, number 28, with his D-pole, standing in front of VM. Here comes WIAA. He tries to put a dodge on. Draws two. Loses it temporary. Now he's got it back. Now it's a scrum. Pulaski comes away with it. 34. Pulls it out of there. He's got a lot of traffic. Takes a big stick check across the thighs from VM. Nothing called, though. Now we've got a penalty down. This will be on the Lightning. Here comes Huddle. Got Ander Moore out there, number 23, doing work with his D-pole. Giving all sorts of trouble to number 34 for Pulaski. That's Kohler. This is Moore, number 23. Oh, nice stick check by Moore, poking it loose. It's on the ground. Here it goes. Moore scoops it up. Nice play by Moore to get the turnover and get the ground ball and bring a stoppage to the actions. Now we'll find out what the Lightning penalty is all about. Going to have a 1-minute penalty on Luke Adams, I believe. Said didn't see what it was. Was that a slash or body check or?
I think it was body check.
Legal body check there by Luke Adams. 1 minute. So Lightning will be down one. We've got Ellis, Marr, Hackbarth, Jarman, and Moore out there protecting Hunt in goal. Number 29. This is Sanders up top, hounded by Jarman. Jarman hands him off to Moore. There's a shot and a goal. Shot and a goal by Sanders. Sanders worked around two picks and gets free and rips a sidearm shot that gets past Hunt. So Pulaski gets one in the nylon. That was Nicholas Sanders. He's a senior from Pulaski. This Pulaski team, one of the few teams in the state that's not a co-op. This is all Pulaski kids, all homegrown talent here, playing for the Pulaski Red Raiders. As Robbie Seehafer comes on. In the near wing, it's going to be Zach Adams at the center X. Adams, another quick win. Pulaski just doesn't have an answer for Adams at the faceoff so far this game. There's a push in the back, nothing called. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Yep, there's a little delayed call, but they did call that push in the back. Goes to Lightning. Adams will come off. There's McCain, little low shot, saved by Schrader. Schrader steps out of the crease. He's only got 4 seconds where he can sit in that crease after he's got possession. So you'll see the goalies sometimes after they save a shot like that. There's an opportunity to Hunt deflects that out of the way. Sometimes you'll see those goalies after they get possession, they'll take one quick look at a pass. If it's not there, they've got to vacate that crease. There's a centering pass, tried to get it to Just. But off the mark, down by Just ankles. That was a tough catch. Here comes Robbie Seehafer, number 21. Gets across the midfield stripe. Good clear by Robbie. Now to his older brother, Charlie. He'll get it all the way down to Sean McCain in the X. Hendrickson looking for VM. That's a goal. Boy, that ball kind of went top bar, kind of hit high in the net and kind of ricocheted out quickly. At first, I thought maybe he took it off the post, but off the top crossbar. But no, that was a goal. So good ball movement that time by the Lightning. Brought it from up top quickly down to the X, then back up in front of the net to the weak side. Lots of open space for VM to wind up on that one. Corbin Hill again facing off, number 20. And VM will get the touch and get it back up to Seehafer. VM trying to work around one. He does and takes a shot and flips it home. So good patience by VM. Got past his initial defender, Thompson. Shuffled to the center of the field. Didn't take the very initial look. He gave himself one more shuffle just to give him that additional angle. And made for an easy put away. So good finish there. Again, Pulaski defense really shouldn't be allowing those Lightning players to have that much space that close to the net. There's got to be some bodies in there. Here comes Adams working against Hill. And a good ground ball win there by Oliver Jarman coming in from the wing possession to get possession for the Lightning. McCain on the near wing. There's a long shot attempt by Hendrickson. That one's, I believe, blocked by Fiera. Now the ball on the far side. Ooh, lost his footing. I don't know if they're going to get him for Hendrickson for a push or not. Nope, it looks like they are. Yep, push with possession. Flag is down, so Hendrickson, I think that's going to be on Hendrickson. Yes, he is walking off. He'll get a 30-second penalty. So WIAA will come off as Lightning are trying to figure out. Yep, now they're set. They got their 5 defenders in place. It's going to be Ellis, Hackbarth, Marr, Moore, and Jarman. So same 5 we saw in the earlier power play opportunity by Pulaski. Lightning will defend this one. Ellis, nice job getting a stick on that pass, knocking it loose. He'll dribble it back to Hunt, who's going to start to clear. Hunt, a lot of pressure from Pulaski on Hunt. He's just got to get it up. And VM was able to get it at midfield. A lot of traffic there, but he works out of it. There's a transition opportunity for Lightning if they want it, but Pulaski covers nicely. And we're back to full strength. So Lightning do a good job of killing that penalty. Only a 30-second penalty, so didn't have to hold up for too long, but they do a good job of doing what was needed. Here's Seehafer. Looks for a cutting WIAA. Can't connect. Ball's way up in the air. We've got a flag down. We had some pushing going on. And I think Seehafer is going to get called for this. I think after the ball was clear, certainly Seehafer was fighting with I think that was Fiera over there for that loose ball. Once that ball got kind of shoveled out of the way, Seehafer kept. Oh, it's on them. Okay, well they're going to get Fiera maybe for that one. Yep, Fiera's over and thanks you, Brad. Thank you, Brad, for correcting me. Yeah, Fiera is the one that's going to get called for that one. A little pushing and shoving going back between Fiera and Seehafer on that one. They're going to call Fiera for it. VM will take a shot and has a score. VM laced it right over the right ear of Schrader. Get another one on the board for the Lightning.
Number 3, Grayson VM, with an assist from number 12, Charlie Seehafer.
Now, facing off, we're going to get a change on both teams' face-off, guys. It's going to be Kea Lee, number 26 for the Lightning, taking on number 25. I believe that's Frayward. So Lee gets the nice win against Frayward. Lee still has it. Takes some contact. Hasn't had the ball. Well, now the ball is loose. Big body check there by Luke Adams to knock that ball loose again. McCain runs it down on the far side. Tried to center it up to Luke Adams. Luke out there with a short stick. Doesn't get too many offensive opportunities, but he was on the field there for that one. And the Lightning shot was blocked off of a defender's foot, and Corbin Hill comes away with it. And there, that's the end of the quarter. A lot of action in that first quarter. Lightning up 7-1. Okay, we're back for the start of the second quarter. Lacrosse Lightning in the maroon jerseys with a commanding 7-1 lead after our first period. We do have a change in the crease. We've got taking over goalkeeping duties for the Lightning is Owen Sauter, Owen Sauter, number 10. And Zach Adams gets the quick win. He'll try to bowl his way through the Pulaski defense, but loses the ball doing so. And here comes Pulaski with some heavy pressure from the Lightning. And we got a push called against the Lightning, which we'll give it to Pulaski. Pulaski working across midfield. They lose it. I don't think they got a touch yet. They're going to need to get one soon. Still don't have one. Maybe they did get a touch, so must have just got a touch on that far side. But good defense by Charlie Seehafer to force that ball out of bounds. So he stayed after Pulaski's huddle and caused him to lose that ball out of bounds. So Sauter gets it over to Charlie Seehafer. Good choice on Sauter's part. If you want anyone to break that clear, Charlie's probably the one to do it. We're going to have a flag down on Pulaski. So they will allow Lightning to finish out this possession before they assess the penalty.
It's kind of like a bear hug there.
Here comes Seehafer. He'll try a lefty shot that bounces wide. And now we will get the penalty call. This will go against Pulaski. Looks like huddle number 10 is going to come off. 1 minute slash. So Pulaski will have to defend with 5. Got our midfielders at this end are Seehafer, and WIAA. This is Hendrickson, though, on the near side. Gets it over to VM. VM's going to try another one. He scores. Another shot goes home for VM. Again, tall task there for Pulaski being a player down. Just not enough bodies to rotate to all the shooters. Lightning doing a good job of moving that ball from one shooter to the next. And Pulaski just couldn't keep up with that movement and gets VM an open look. We got Zach Adams facing off. Jax Hendrickson now playing the near wing. And Oliver Jarman on the far wing. Adams wins it, gets it to Hendrickson. Shot attempt by Seehafer. Nice save by Schrader. Now scrumming for it back in the behind the goal. That one pops up in the air and goes out of bounds. VM holding it, waiting for waiting for Brown to get on. Now VM on the far side. He loses it out the top as he tries to put a move. Ball is loose. Brown's in there digging for it. So is Seehafer. There's Charlie Seehafer, comes away with it. Takes a big swing from number 20 Hill. Seehafer still with it. Now he's going to pop it up top to Gerke. Lightning certainly owning the possession, the time of possession in this game. A lot of that is due to the face-off wins by Zach Adams, but a lot of it's also due to just solid possessions. Like that past one where even though they did turn it over at the end, they certainly had a lot of chances. So Schrader will play catch with Hill back there as Robbie Seehafer hounds them. Luke Adams pokes it loose. Hendrickson scoops it up. Hendrickson with a shot saved by Schrader. Nice play by Schrader and a tough look there from Hendrickson. Brady Huss comes up with a loose ball and gets back and starts the Pulaski clear. Number 24, this is Everett Just. He'll try to push it forward to Sanders. Sanders with a shot. That's off the mark. I think that was off the mark, wasn't it, Ben? Or did somebody deflect that one?
I didn't see it. Yeah,
Off the mark. And we're going to get called. Huddle's going to get called for a Ward call, I believe. I think he used his off arm to push away the defender's cross. There's Sauter. He's going to try a little outlet pass up to Viela. Kind of Viela and Marr were in the same spot. It was didn't quite get their spacing right on that one. Generally on that clear, you want to see those players spaced apart away from each other. There's a save by Sauter. Gets it up to Viela. Viela trying to get out of traffic, but coughs it up. And we've got a stoppage of play. Not sure what the call was. Maybe a loose ball push? Loose ball push, I believe. So a nice play by Sauter to get the save and start the clear with Ellis and Viela. And now Lightning will settle into their offensive possession. VM trying to work around number 16. VM tries to center it to Robbie Seehafer. Can't connect. And here comes Pulaski. Pulaski, that's Huss, pushing the action. Up ahead. Oh, almost picked off and stopped, blocked by Sauter. Almost picked off by Adams, and now Ellis has it. Ellis, oh, nice catch by Jarman on the run. Jarman will wind up. He'll take one and put it home. Oliver Jarman with a beautiful catch to make that one possible and puts home the deep hole score.
Goal. Number 35, Oliver Jarman.
A lot of action on that exchange. All started with Sauter's save and the goal. Lightning do a nice job clearing it up the field. Highlighted by that Jarman catch was just a beautiful catch. He had to go full extension on that one to nab that out of the thin air. And puts home a score for the Lightning's 9th goal of the game. There's number 4, Noah Ellis was out there trying to get that loose ball. But there was a push called, so Pulaski will bring it forward now. Pulaski, defender, pushing quickly. Wait, who was that for Pulaski? Number
16.
16? Linz? Linz was showing off the wheels there on that one. He covered a lot of ground quickly. So action will start down in this far corner. Sam Hackbarth gets the loose ball, turns, but get the quick turnover right back to the Raiders. That's number Colin Sprosty was out there defending. There's a shot that goes off the mark. Sauter was in good position. There wasn't much goal to shoot at from that angle. And the action will start on the far side. That's Andrew Moore. Number 23 will start it in the far corner. He's going to get it to his goalie, Sauter. Sauter looking for Ellis, but just a little high and wide. Just got away from him a bit. So quick restart, though. Here comes Pulaski. They look for a cutter. There's a shot attempt. Goes off the mark. Boy, number 35. That's Hronik. Hronik had a beautiful opportunity there. As a quick start, kind of caught the Lightning a little off guard. Now we've got a little stoppage here as I think a loose mouthpiece had to be retrieved, maybe on the far side. There's a cutter. There's a shot and a goal by number 24. That's Everett Just. Taking a nice feed from his teammate to get Pulaski their second one of the day.
Number 24, Everett Just, with the assist from number 10, Samuel Hedl.
So Hedl with a nice assist, number 10 for Pulaski. And we'll go back to the center where it's going to be Zach Adams versus Freeward. And now this ball comes all the way back to Ellis. Now Ellis gets it to Sauter. Sauter looking. It's a Seehafer. And Lightning have their clear. Gerke now up top. This is Robbie Seehafer working from the X, number 21. Seehafer trying to find a shooting lane. There he might have seen one. There he takes a shot, wide left. Robbie Seehafer just kind of working around the horn, trying to find a place to get a shot off, and he did, but off the mark. Now we've got a scavenger hunt going on for a ball to play with. There we go. Schrader and Hill taking a lot of pressure from Robbie Seehafer. That pass is forward. Luke Adams defending on the far side. Gets help from Jarman.
Timeout, White.
Timeout called. Timeout Pulaski. Okay, so after the Pulaski timeout, it will be Pulaski starting the action from the top far side. That's number 22. That's Huddle. We'll start the action being guarded by Jarman. number 35. Huddle, works it down. Looking for somebody. Cutting, there's a cutter, and that ball is off the mark. Good collapse there by the defense of the Lightning. But Pulaski still has a shot here. Here comes a big rip off the mark. Sauter may have gotten a piece of that one. A big rip by Sanders, who has a goal in this game already. This is Gabe Smith starting the action for Pulaski. Sam Hackbarth collapses on him, forces him to flip it out top. Everett Just, number 24. Gets it over to Sanders. Sanders. Oh! Jarman jarred him, stick checked him, made him drop his stick. And then since the ball was still in Sanders' cross, that's a turnover. And goes to Lightning. So Lightning trying to capitalize there on some transition play, but not able to. This is up Fiera. Gets it forward to number 2. That's Huss. Huss draws 2, one from behind, one from the front. Marr kind of came in from the back. Thought maybe he was going to pick up a push or a cross check, but he did not. Now this ball is loose, and boy, the players are fighting for it over there. Tempers flare a little bit. And we're going to have a timeout called by the Lightning. Boy, Coach Rich Thompson was hot over there for a moment. He really thought that Lightning, there should have been an infraction against the Lightning on that far sideline, and no call.
Looked like they were just getting chippy to each other over there. The video will tell.
Okay, we are back. We're in the middle of we're kind of the last few minutes of the second quarter. We just had a stoppage of play as the Lightning called timeout. It was kind of a loose ball scrum over on that far side. And in order to maintain possession, the Lightning bench called timeout to keep possession. And now we've got a little delay here as Coach Thompson's talking to one of the officials. So VM will have it on the far side, number 3, starting action. Quickly draws a couple players, but splits them. VM will bring it all the way across and get it into the offensive zone for the Lightning.
The flag down, is that?
Back to VM will try to flip over the top, and he does. Little two-man game over there. Looked like that was Gerke and VM playing a little two-man game, and VM gets free.
Lacrosse goal, number 3, Grayson VM.
So quick play there out of the timeout by the Lightning. Not sure if that was called in the during the huddle of that timeout or not, but in regardless of where it originated, it was effective nonetheless. So Lightning get another goal on the board. And we've got a penalty. The penalty is going to be enforced on the Pulaski. They've got one player over in the far box. That's can't make out the number. But now Kaylee Lee gets the win. Nice win by Kaya. We've seen him win a couple today. A nice clean win by him. WIAA's going to try a shot. That one goes wide. He was affected there at the last minute by Freeward. Now the VM settles over it, or the ball settles with VM on the far side as they bring on Boberg and Seehafer. Oop, VM lost the ball there for a moment. Now he'll rip a shot that goes home. So fortuitous bounce there by VM. He lost the ball initially after the good pressure by Thompson, but VM picks it up, steps past Thompson, and fires another one home.
Number 3, Grayson VM.
You can hear Miss VM in the stand. She's having all sorts of fun today.
He's been busy, yeah, in this game for sure. A lot of chances over on that far side. Here we've got looks like Lee got started a little early. So it's going to be a face-off win for Freeward. Freeward will bring it down. He'll get the touch and flips it over to his teammate, Just. Just trying to get to the X, but Ellis jumps all over it. Nice play by Ellis. And we're going to get a procedure call against the Lightning. I'm not sure. Maybe that was an in and out. They didn't signal an in and out. They signaled a procedure, so I'm not sure what they called there. But in any case, it's turnover to Pulaski. And being guarded by Marr. Here's a shot attempt that goes for Just. Just was working on Marr and just got that shoulder clear of Marr's body to where he could get a shot on and gets it past Sauter. So nice play by Everett Just. And it's going to be Lee again, facing off again against Freeward. WIAA on one wing. Luke Adams on the other wing. Ball is up and fielded by number 38. That's Collette. Collette takes a push, loses the ball, but I think they're going to get him as a loose ball push, so it will stay with Pulaski. Oop, a little errant pass, but Huddle's there. WIAA closes quickly. Good help from Moore coming over. Boy, Moore showing some couple nice plays here this game. He's been in the right place, good positioning. Being at the right place at the right time. There's a shot attempt. Goes out of bounds, so Pulaski will restart. This is Just trying to work around two. He's got Moore and Ellis. That's a tall task to get past those two. Here comes Sauter. Tries to flip one forward, but good pressure by Just. Got a piece of Sauter's stick as he tried to launch that one down the field. So action will start on the far side. Oh, a little tie up there between Ellis and Huddle, but that was the end of the quarter. We will go to halftime. Your score, Lacrosse Lightning 11, Pulaski Red Raiders 3. We will be back after a short break for the start of the second half. All right, back for the second half of this game between the Lacrosse Lightning and the Pulaski Red Raiders. Lightning have been in control of this game from the start. Really dominated time of possession of the ball. Dominated shots on goal. Dominated most aspects here. So Lightning are in the maroon jerseys. Pulaski is in the white. WIAA, we're trying to work out of a lot of trouble over here on this near side. Loses the ball, and it's going to be... We have a flag down, though, on Pulaski, so that's number 10. Sam Huddle's going to take the walk to the far sideline. I didn't see the call, but I think it's a 30-second penalty, so I'm not sure if Sam was... In any case, Lightning have the advantage. Lightning in their maroon jerseys, Pulaski in the white. Seehafer and VM playing catch. Tries to look for Hendrickson. Had a little crease to him, but that ball gets kicked towards Schrader, who scoops it up. Schrader's going to try a long pass, but that one's kind of loses control of that one as he was looking for just here on this near sideline. Sauter's back in goal for the start of this half. Owen Sauter. Good passing by the Lightning to get that up to WIAA. WIAA 13, looking for Boberg. Can't connect. That one's rolls out. Are they going to call that a shot? Ooh, they are. I think they got a fortunate call that time. So that looked like a pass to me, but referee calls it a shot, and so it's going to stay with the Lightning. Seehafer will wind up for the lefty, top shelf. Goal by Charlie Seehafer. Looped around, sent the lefty shot, and sneaks right under the top crossbar.
Number 12, Charlie Seehafer.
Lightning now 12-3. We're here at Sauk Prairie High School here in Prairie du Sac. Nice facility. We want to thank Sauk Prairie High School for inviting us down for a beautiful day of lacrosse. Certainly a little cool this morning, but it's starting to warm up a little bit. Good day for lacrosse. Ball comes all the way down to Ellis. Ellis tries to flip it over the top of his head. Gets it to Moore. Moore tries to get it to Seehafer, but number 20 Hill is there. Hill gets it off to Huss. Huss defended by Brown. He works around Brown. Now draws the slide from Hackbarth. Pass up to the middle. Ellis is there. Oh, nice save by Sauter. Ball's loose in front of the goal. Both teams trying to dig it out of there. Still loose. Still loose. Now we've got Moore comes away with it. Nice play by Moore. Gets it to Brown. Brown now looking for space to get this ball across. He does. Stays in bounds. And gets it back to VM. Nice play. They're all around by the Lightning. So good defense down there. Good ground ball by Moore. Sam Brown with the clear. And now Lightning will set up their offense. Down to Robbie Seehafer and playing in the X position now. Seehafer rounds around, gets a pick, but takes a shot that goes right off of the backside of Huddle. Good defense there by Joshua Huddle. Be in the right spot. Here comes VM. He's trying to bull his way past a couple. A nice save by Schrader. That ball goes out of bounds and is a race to the end line. And Schrader outraced Seehafer to get the ball for Pulaski. Nice play by Schrader. Thompson gets it over to his teammate. Here comes Huddle. He'll try a shot. That one's wide, but Pulaski's back there to keep possession. Huddle on the near side. Ellis closes on him. That ball's pitched all the way to the other corner, all the way to the other side. Ander Moore putting on the pressure up top. Now Sam Brown will pick up the defense. Huss works around him. Huss with a shot attempt. Saved by Sauter. Great save by Owen Sauter. And now he gets it out. He pulls two defenders towards him, which leaves Seehafer all alone to clear this ball. So nice play by Owen Sauter all around there. Seehafer trying to work past number 35. That's Froelich. And Linz trying to pop the ball loose from VM. That ball dribbles back to Schrader, and we have a stoppage of play. We have a flag down on the far sideline. Offsides call, 30 seconds. So that will go against the Red Raiders, as they had more people on this half of the field than they were allowed. So number 25, that's Freeward, will take a knee. Over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson rips a shot. That's off the mark. And VM will start it from the X, looking to Seehafer. Seehafer, oh, we had a nice look there, just missed by inches. Robbie Seehafer wound up, delivered one towards the top corner. We had a good view from it from our angle. Off by about 6 inches there. We'll try it again. Get back to Seehafer. There he tries again. This time he's home. Score by Robbie Seehafer. Number 21. This time, instead of going top corner, he went top bar this time, and he puts it past Schrader for a goal.
Seehafer with an assist from number 3, Grayson Dean.
Okay, so the Lightning off to a good start in the second half. Everyone's at full strength now. This is Kay Lee. Kay Lee fighting against Hill. Kay Lee ended up on the ground, and it's because he got pushed in the back. So Lightning will be awarded possession. Here's Lee trying to get past Huss. Good pressure by Huss. Pulaski really extending their defense out. Could leave some openings further in for the Lightning. That time it was Hendrickson tried to get one past Schroeder, but action restarts. VM on the near side, up top to Seehafer. Seehafer comes around, looks to VM. VM's going to shoot. He takes it right off of number 16, Lentz. Took that one. Nice play by Lentz, being right on that near post. And now Schrader will clear up to Thompson. Gerke defending him. Now Hackbarth picks up the ball. Here's a chance for Pulaski. Oh, saved by Sauter. One-on-one, and Sauter was up for the challenge. Little backflip there by Pulaski, goes wide. And the Lightning, after a bit of a defensive breakdown, were bailed off by, actually, I'm sorry, that was Devin Collum with that big save. So after a bit of a breakdown on the defensive end, Collum bails him out with a nice save. Balls to Devin Collum now, taking over at goaltender. Gets it out to Ellis. This is Noah Ellis on the far side. Now WIAA in the middle of the field. WIAA looking to get it to Gerke, not able to do so. Coming back the other way. Oh, picked off by WIAA. WIAA gets it to VM, and he will wait for things to set up. Hill giving him all sorts of action there with his deep hole. VM tries to split two, but not able to. Good play by Pulaski. VM looks a little fired up there as Seehafer comes over, and we're going to have a stoppage as little tempers were flaring a little there between VM and Seehafer and Hornick from Pulaski. We'll see what they call here. I think they're going to get Seehafer is going to be the one. He's going to get a unnecessary roughness, I think, is that call. So unnecessary roughness on Seehafer. I think it's 1 minute, 1 minute penalty. So Pulaski will have this ball. They'll be up a player. They'll attack with 6. Lightning will defend with Ellis, Hackbarth, Marr, Oliver, Jarman, and Noah Ellis. This is Oliver. Oliver Jarman playing nice defensive pressure there as Pulaski takes it down into the X. Huddle looks for a passing attempt. A lot of sticks in the way, though, and not able to field it cleanly. There's a shot. Collum's there. Collum with a save, and now he'll start to clear as he winds out the back of the goal, out the back of the crease. Tries to get a pass off, but not able to. Ellis is just going to have to fling this one forward. And now there's a chance for... And Hill comes away with it, number 20. Hill takes a long shot with his deep hole. Off the mark. Got 2 Ellis brothers out there right now. Jarrett the older, number 11, and Noah the younger, number 24. There's another shot attempt. Another save by Collum. And another shot attempt. And nothing's going in for Pulaski at the moment. So Pulaski running this cutter down the middle and trying to feed him from the X, and they've gotten some good looks out of it, but Collum has been right there where he needs to be and has shut that play down a couple times now. There's Gerke comes soaring in to gobble that ground ball up. Gerke working all the way around. Draws 3 towards him. VM's out front. Nice save by Schrader. Schrader did a nice job dropping the head of his cross down right to the ground where it needed to be. And here comes Schrader's looking for the outlet pass to number 17. That's Fiera. Fiera gets it up to Bauer. Reed Bauer, number 26. He'll dump it down. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot. What do you think, Ben? Was it? That was a shot by Bauer from way outside that I think Collum or somebody else got in front of. We have a stoppage for some equipment as Hackbarth needs to rebuckle a chin strap. Here comes Sanders. Again, looking for that cutter. That's Just. Couldn't connect with Just, and Charlie Seehafer, number 12, will bring it across. Seehafer gets the touch. Seehafer works around one. He'll try a shot. Saved by Schrader. The rebound comes right back to Robbie Seehafer. Now back to VM. VM will fire a shot that hits the top of the crossbar and goes in. Goal by the Lightning. Grayson VM put that one in.
Number 3, Grayson Vien.
Sent one right to the top bar. And that makes it 14-3 for the Lightning. And Zach Adams is going to face off now as we restart action. His younger brother Luke on the far wing. VM on the near wing. Nice clean win by Adams. That move's been effective for him today. Just kind of popping it back up to himself, catching it on a run and bringing it downhill. Ooh, good pressure there by Robbie Seehafer. Knocks the ball from Vieira. Vieira now taking some time to get this ball in somebody's hands that can do something with it. Here's Bauer. He's got it across. Being chased by Luke Adams. Hackbarth. There's a shot way wide by Bauer. Action's going to start on the far side. Ellis defending. No, I'm sorry, Jared Ellis defending on the far side. There's a shot off the mark. But Kohler's back there for Pulaski to keep possession. Good pressure by Hackbarth. And we've got a legal screen maybe called there? Legal screen called on Kohler. I'll pick the defender off illegally. And here comes Adams. This is Zach Adams, 45. He'll bring it across. Not much resistance there for Adams to navigate. Pass a little off the mark to Hendrickson. Hendrickson hustling, but can't keep it in. Pulaski will take over. Huss. Ball loose at midfield. Pushing the back. Jarman went down and took a pop in the back. Not much time here left in our third quarter. Sam Brown, number 5. Ooh, he loses the ball and scooped up right away by Huddle. Huddle needs to get a shot off. He gives it up to number 24. That's just, but time runs out as the Lightning extend their lead now 14-3. Couple sponsors on the screen for you.
I gotta go do pizza.
Here. All right, so as we wait for the fourth quarter to start, I just want to kind of pass along a quick note. This is the last regular season game of the year for the Lightning. They will be going into the playoffs week after next, and so just want to take a moment to kind of recognize and congratulate our Lightning senior class here as they're playing in their last regular season game of the year. We'll kind of run through these players in order of number here. So we got Grayson VM. He's a senior from Central, number 3. JT Horman, who's injured today, but normally wears number 4. He's from Onalaska Luther. Sam Brown is a senior, number 5 from Onalaska. Number 7 is CJK, senior from Central. Kason Irwin, number 8, senior from Onalaska. Sam Hackbarth, number 9, senior from Luther. Wearing number 11 with Jarrett Ellis, he's a senior from Lacrosse Central. Charlie Seehafer, number 12, also a senior from Central. We've got Sean McCain, who's a senior at Onalaska. He wears number 15. Got Brant Hunt, wearing number 20, a senior from Luther. Wes Marr, number 33, senior from Onalaska. And Zach Adams, wearing number 45, is a senior from Central. So just want to thank those players for all they've contributed to the team. You know, certainly they have a lot of contributions on the field, but also want to make note of their contributions off the field too. This group of seniors put a lot of work into convincing the 7 area schools, area high schools, to take the sport of lacrosse on as a sport. And certainly they had to do a lot of work presenting to all 7 of those administrative staffs, saying why they should support lacrosse. And through their hard efforts, through their hard work and efforts, this team is formed. So quick score there by the Lightning as they start their 4th quarter.
Lacrosse goal, number 3.
And that was Grayson VM with a quick score, and I think his day probably is done by this point. So nice to recognize those seniors and all that they've done for this team, both on and off the field. This is Kaya Lee is going to take the face-off for the Lightning. Lee gets the win. Nice win by Kaya. He's done well today in some of his face-off opportunities. A lot of contact in the middle there as Pulaski really collapsed on the Lightning ball carriers. Here's number 29 fighting for it. That's Sanders. But they have a failure to advance. Pulaski did not get a touch. So, again, they had 20 seconds from the time they took possession until the time they need to get a touch in that goalie box. And they were not able to do that. Pass all the way across the field. WIAA tried to save that one, but not able to. And gets it over to Just. Nice save by Collum as Just fires one at him. Tries to get it out to some open space, but Pulaski's there to jump on it. And there, let's see, should call that a pass. Okay, they do. So that is a pass, which means whoever touched it last before it goes out of bounds, the other team gets the ball. So, Collum tries to bring that ball out under heavy pressure and kind of paid the price there with a solid body check that turns the ball over for Pulaski. Here comes Huddle. He pops it up to number 22. That's Huddle. That's another Huddle. There's back to Just. Just works around a couple nicely and scores. Boy, nice move there by Everett Just to work through the Lightning defense. Got around 2 defenders and then shot over a third and gets it past Column for a Red Raider score.
Number 24, Everett Just.
We got a couple of these Pulaski players. I know there's 3 for sure. Everett Just being one of them, who you just saw score. Reed Bauer and Ricky Thompson. Those 3 are planning to play with some of these Lightning players this summer as they have their Bolt Summer League team that will be happening this summer. So great to welcome the couple Pulaski players to join up with some of these Lightning players. Okay, this is Kayla Lee facing off against Hill. Hill with a nice pass forward to Huddle, but might have been Hackbarth might have got over there or to block that shot. Hackbarth with another play on the ball, and now the ball's loose. So a couple nice plays by Hackbarth to keep his goalie clean. That time, though, Hackbarth's going to get called for the push in the back. So Pulaski will start the action and get it quickly down to the X. Well, again, looking for that cutter from the X. That's been a popular play, but Jarman's there. Oh, Jarman loses the ball for a moment. Has to quickly regather his stick. And here comes Pulaski's. Pulaski's pass is going to lead to an over and back. But a quick restart. Those over and backs, they don't wait for people. Here we go. Here comes Hendrickson. Oh, saved by Schrader. And that ball bounces around. Robbie Seehafer gobbles it up on the near far side. He works to the top. Seehafer works around one, draws a second. Retreats to the alley. Hendrickson. Charlie Seehafer's shot is saved by Schrader. Schrader smothered that one. Took in the gut and smothered it. Little contact. Hackbarth all over the field right now. Breaks another one up. And turns it over. Sprosty's over there. Number 14. Challenging Huss for it. And we've got a timeout called by Rich Thompson as Huss was in all sorts of traffic on the far side. Good timeout by Thompson. And you saw Coach Thompson kind of run across your stream. He's checking on his goalie, who took that shot right in the gut. And that can't feel good. Looks like he's walking off the field, so. Good to see Schrader walk off the field. Score doesn't show it, but I think Schrader's played well at times. I know it's hard to imagine that when you see 15 on the board against you, but you know, a lot of that's not all his fault. But he certainly has played well in stretches today. So we've got a little bit of a timeout here as we're gonna Pulaski's gonna get a injury replacement for their goalie. They're gonna have a player's gonna have to get suited up. Pulaski normally shows up with just the one goalie, and so we're gonna take a little bit of time here to let them get their players ready to go. Schrader, who's played tough. He's taken a lot of shots today. Took one in the midsection they needed to come out of the game for. So that's Noah Ellis down there, number 24, trying to dig this ball out. We are in a running clock situation. Oh, that ball dangerously bounces towards Column, but Column aware enough to step out and grab it. And gets it to Ellis, Noah Ellis. Passes it forward to Adams. Adams will take a shot and scores. Gets it past Hill. Corbin Hill, who's been played most of the game with a deep hole up to this point. Took some face-offs with that deep hole. Played on both sides of the field throughout the game. He's been pressed into duty as the goalkeeper for Pulaski. So Zach Adams gets the goal against Hill. And the Lightning just keep on rolling. Zach Adams will face off again in the center. Oh, I'm sorry, that is Kaylee. That's Kaylee facing off number 26. Somebody lost a shoe out there. And I think we're going to have a stoppage. Yep, official timeout just to get that shoe back on. You'll see the referees. They'll stop action if somebody loses a required piece of equipment. You know, if they lose a glove or helmet or something like that, they'll stop. Mouth guard, they'll stop action and make sure that they get the players safe, you know. Okay, ball on the far side. McCain gets it dumped down to Robbie Seehafer. Over to Hendrickson. Nice catch. Hendrickson tries to get it into Boberg. Boberg trying to get it back. But I think Boberg's going to get called for that loose ball push. So it goes back to the Red Raiders. And starting the action is Huddle, Josh Huddle, number 22 for Pulaski. He'll get things started. Oh, a little turnover. A little chance here for the Lightning. Here comes Hendrickson, tries to get it to McCain. Oh, McCain with a nice catch, but just can't quite finish. He took a shot, though, too. Streaking over was Fiera. And Fiera put a solid body check on McCain. May have caused that shot to sail on him. So on the far side, Pulaski takes over. Good clear, a lot of action over on that far side. That's Huddle, drawing a bunch of body checks from the Lightning. And Huddle is in all sorts of trouble. Loses the ball.
Ooh,
Hendrickson and Huddle fighting for it. Hendrickson comes away with it. A lot of physical play there in that exchange. Here comes Hendrickson. He's trying to work through multiple players, and we're going to kind of have a little, again, tempers flaring a little bit. There's a lot of contact here in these last couple exchanges. We've got a flag on the far side that is a slash call. That goes against the Raiders. I think that was Huddle probably that took that one, number 10. We have we have two flags down. I don't know if they were for the same infraction, perhaps. Looks like they were for the same infraction. So Huddle's the guy that gets called for the slash. He was certainly one of the many players that were mixing it up a little bit in that last chance. There's a shot by Hendrickson that goes for the goal. Hendrickson plenty of room for him to get that one off, and he puts it home for the Lightning.
We'll call number 2, Jackson Hendrickson.
So Hendrickson goes to the top bar over Hill. That's going to release Huddle. So number 10, Huddle, his penalty is over. And so everything will be back at full strength. Is Lee. Lee with a nice win. But loses it as he takes the body check. That time Hendrickson came and laid a big hit on somebody. And Oliver Jarman comes away with it. He's looking for somebody to get it to. Finds Marr. And now loose ball. Things a little sloppy. But Hackbarth is there to clean up the mess. Trying to get it over this side. Hackbarth, nice work. Hackbarth just can't quite possess it. He's doing a heck of a good job scooping it up. But failure to advance by the Lightning. So you got to give Hackbarth some credit. He was really fighting for it over and over again, and each time he was winning it, but just couldn't hold on to it. We've got a flag down now. As WIAA picks this one up, and we'll have a stoppage. So this will be against the... That will be the end of the game. So the Lightning, on their regular season finale, beat the Pulaski Red Raiders by a score of 17-4. That is the Lightning's last regular season game of the year. They end the year regular season mark of 6-5. They will wait to find out what their playoff fate is. So they will be in the playoffs, but don't know who they will play at this point. I believe that meeting takes place tomorrow, and the coaches from around the state will meet and determine what the seating is for each section. So we will find out what the Lightning schedule is for their next game. But in the meantime, we get to celebrate a Lightning sweep today. Earlier win against Sauk Prairie, and now the win over the Pulaski Red Raiders. Thank everybody for joining us. Thanks again to all of our sponsors. Thank you, Ben Jarman. Thank you, Brad Hunt, for helping make this broadcast possible. Hope you'll join us for the playoff game coming up in a week after next.